The profit of a goat farmer is in the kids. If your goats are not kidding, or rather, if your goats are not having healthy kidding, or if your kids are dying, then you are out of business as a goat farmer. So you must make sure that you have breeding that is perfect for timing, and also you take care of the kids when they are born, even before they are born, so that as a farmer you make profit, earn your dividends, make money and smile all the way to the bank. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching me. My name is Edward Ofueno. I'm coming to you straight from Africa, Kenya. To be specific, western part of the country, that is Migori County. Thank you to 1,000 subscribers. This journey will not be successful without you. People who subscribe to my channel and watch my videos and share and comment, from my mouth to God's ear. May God bless you and may our channel continue to grow. Now the journey to 2,000, 5,000 and 10,000 subscribers begin. Thank you very much. Today, I am inside the exercise area where my goats exercise. And today I wanted us to talk about breeding. Breeding is very important in goat farming. As a goat farmer, you need to take breeding seriously because this is the point where your profit making begins. This is where you start earning. This is where you start getting dividend, because the profit of a goat farmer is in the kids. If your goats are not kidding, or rather, if your goats are not having healthy kidding, or if your kids are dying, then you are out of business as a goat farmer. So you must make sure that you have breeding that is perfect for timing, and also you take care of the kids when they are born, even before they are born, so that as a farmer you make profit, earn your dividends, make money and smile all the way to the bank. So when is the perfect time for breeding your goats? It varies. The straight answer is it varies. But most goats, perfect breeding usually happens in cold season or cooler season, because coming from hot season to cold or cooler season, the hormones of both the doe and the buck tends to increase. And this time, the female goats gets on heat and the male goats gets in rut. They do rutting. The breeding season of male goat is called rutting or rut. This is the season that the goats will be showing some kind of behaviors that are unusual, like mounting on other goats, even males, fighting, bleating, having erratic behaviors, urinating on its nose, and having a strong odor, smelly, having that some kind of smell. When that happens, you know your goat want to serve the does. They are in rut. They want to serve. The mating season has just arrived for the male. But for the female, when they are on it, they are also going to show some behaviors that are unusual. For example, a female goat that is on it will be bleating, will be mounting on others, will be problematic, running around, will not eat, or will tend to have low appetite for eating. And at the same time, they will even be seducing the buck, the male goat. They will be moving suggestively towards the goat, moving towards them. Even if the buck is on the other side of the farm or the other side of the fence, a female goat will move towards the fence where the buck is so that it can be served. And be careful with the bucks. Bucks, when they are in rut, they can mount and serve the other goats multiple times. Even if one is already pregnant, they will try to mount them. Even one that's not on it, the one that's not ready for serving, they will mount. That is why it's advisable to keep your bucks separately from the does when you are not doing breeding. You only mix them when breeding, and also when you are taking them out to eat in the field, in the free range. You don't make bucks with does, because the bucks will be disturbing the does, will be chasing them around, they will not eat. So separate them and have them only during the breeding season. Still on breeding, Remember, breeding varies from different regions and different breeds of goats, but I am in Africa, I am in Kenya. So I will give you the perspective from Kenya, from Africa. Here in Kenya, I am keeping local goats, the smallest African goats, and some crossbreeds. Depending on your region and the breeds you are keeping, some of these behaviors that I've pointed out that shows that goats are on heat or in rut, they're similar. They're similar across the world. Goats are goats, just the same way human beings are human beings. Africans just behave like Europeans and Americans and Asians. General human behavior. So even goats in the United States, goats in Brazil, goats in Canada, goats in Italy, France, goats in India and South Africa, Nigeria, Botswana, Ghana, or in Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, they behave the same when they are on heat or they want to serve. All said and done, there are certain behaviors that are similar across all breeds of goats when they want to mate. This behavior is similar across different breeds of goat, whether dairy, whether goat for meat. I told you there are over 350 breeds of goats in the world. This behavior also is the same with does and bucks. This is the behavior. With the increased appetite for mating comes the decreased appetite for feeds. When goats are in the mating season, both buck and does will have a decreased appetite in eating. They will not like eating. So when you see your goat all of a sudden doesn't want to eat but very strong and energetic, so it means it is not sick. The lack of appetite for eating is not out of sickness. They are on heat. They want to be served. If it's a buck, just know the hormones have risen and they are in rut. They want to serve. So when you start seeing this kind of behaviors, know that it is a perfect season and time for you to breed your goats. And the journey of healthy kidding just begins. You've seen the telltale signs of breeding season. You have seen the behaviors of the goats, and now you want to breed your goats. What do you do to have perfect breeding? I always tell farmers to practice something called natural synchronization. Natural synchronization is a practice where farmers breed their goats around the same time so that they can have kidding around the same time. This one helps farmers with management, preparations for the kids, taking care of the does when they are pregnant. At the same time, if there are 10 of them are pregnant, it makes work easier for the farmer to take care of them, to give them supplements, to feed them, to make sure that they give birth to healthy kids. It also helps farmers to prepare for receiving the kids. When the kids finally come, the farmer will be ready with the medication, if any, vaccination expenditure, medication if you are going to deworm the kids, because goat kids should be dewormed after 1 month, or as your vet may advise, but you can take at least 3 months after kidding, then start deworming your goats. Then after that, you can deworm them after every 3 months, or wait and deworm them twice in a year. Or liaise with your vet to tell you the best practice on how to deworm your goats. So practice natural synchronization to have your goats bred around the same time so that they kid around the same time. That will help you around of management and preparation issues. Another advantage with the natural synchronization is that it enables you to multiply your flock very fast. For example, 2 months ago, I was breeding 4 goats here. This month and next month, I'm breeding 3 goats. That means that within past 2 months, 4 of my goats were served and they are pregnant. Meaning, I'm expecting 4 goats to kid around the same time. The days may vary, but it's around same week, or one can kid this week, another one can kid next week. That one is going to give me the time to prepare to receive my kids. The ones that I'm breeding now, the ones that are being served now, this one has been served. This one was served in 2 months ago. This one is being served. It's in the breeding season. This one, where is it? This one has been served. This one has been served. This is being served. And This one is also being served currently, and this blackberry, this one is also being served. And the man in the house is there. I'm using a different bag for breeding this. I also use a different bag for breeding the ones that were served in the last 2 months. So for the goats that were bred in July, let us count 5 months, because the gestation period of a goat is between 150 to 155 days. That is roughly 5 months. So let's count if they were served in July, August, September, October, November, December. So my 4 goats are going to give birth around December or early January. For these ones that are being served now, that I'm breeding currently, the 3, these ones are also going to give birth between 150 to 155 days from now. Today I'm recording this video on 5th of September 2025, meaning if these goats are successfully bred or successfully served this month, let's start counting from next month. This is September. The breeding started late August. Let's say they are bred between late August up to mid-September. So let us count 150 to 155 days, which we have said is 5 months. So that is mid-September, mid-October, mid-November, mid-December, and mid-January. So the 3 goats that I'm breeding right now will kid next year, 2026, year of our Lord, early January or mid-January or end of January. So with that kind of breeding, natural synchronization, I am going to receive my goats in batches and in big number. Otherwise, if you just leave them to roam freely, one is getting pregnant today, another one is getting pregnant next month, another one is getting pregnant, it may work for smallholder farmers or people who are not keen on multiplying their flock very fast, or people who are ignorant, who may not know that this is a practice that helps multiply their flock. For example, if you have 20 goats, you can separate your goats even into 10. 10 goats you breed this month, 10 goats you breed this month, depending on when they are on heat. You are not going to decide for them that you are going to be bred this month, you are going to be served this month, depending on when they are on heat. When you see that some goats are getting on heat around the same time, serve them. If you have 20 goats and you have 2 breeding seasons, you breed 10 goats this month, you breed other 10 goats in 3 months, do you know you are going to have at least, if all of them are served successfully, you are going to have at least 10 kids after 155 days. And when you breed another batch, God willing, all of them are served successfully and they conceive and kid successfully, you are also going to have another batch of 10 goats. That is if they are giving birth to 1 kid only. But imagine if 30% of them give birth to two twins. Blessing to the farmer, meaning the farmer is now going to have more than 50 goats from 20 goats. And that's why I say goat farming is profitable and it's better than keeping cows, because the cost of taking care of 1 cow or 1 Frisian cow is equivalent to the cost of taking care of around 10 to 15 goats. And the market for goats are there, unlike for cows. I know someone will say, but even cows have market, but you can't compare the market for goats with market for cows, because even when you go to your favorite butchery or supermarket, how much does goat meat cost and how much does beef cost? Goat is expensive. Why? Because goats are scarce commodities. They're expensive, and they're expensive because many people do not keep them, and many people do not keep them because they are hard to take care of. Not hard that is impossible, but people don't want things that is painstaking, things that are taxing them, time management, because goats eat shrubs, they eat herbs, they are browsers, they eat forages. They don't depend on grass. But the goats don't eat grass as much as sheep and the cow. So they eat forages. So you give them some napier grass, you give them alfalfa, desmodium, and the caliandra, all those things. But you must also take them in free range to graze and eat herbs and shrubs. These are medicinal plants that even make their meat tastier and more expensive because they are eating herbs and medicinal plants. That is why some doctors recommend goat milk to people to drink, because goat milk is very healthy as it is medicinal. Okay, so that is all for today. I just wanted to tell you about breeding, and if you have your breeding well, you are going to have multiple kids and you are going to multiply your flock in record time, and you'll be smiling all the way to the bank. I'm also praying that by next year all the goats here shall have kidded.